What is up, friends? I'm dropping this video on the eve of BoJack Horseman Season 6's release, and before we all binge the crap out of that show tonight, I wanted to make a video on a popular theory floating around the internet that Diane might die in the final season of the show. So, spoilers ahead for Seasons 1 through 5 of BoJack, and also the Season 6 trailer. This theory stems from the fact that in Season 5, Episode 7, Int Sub, also known as Bobo the Angsty Zebra, Diane is portrayed as Princess Diana. All of the characters' identities were concealed because it was framed around a therapist telling a story about her patients, hence Bobo, Princess Diana, and all of these weirdos here. The second part of this theory stems from the final moments of Season 5. Diane drives her car into a tunnel and we cut to the credits, never seeing her come out the other side. The Princess Diana connection here is that the Princess of Wales did in fact die in a car accident in a tunnel. So the theory posits that it's possible Diane won't make it out of the tunnel, or this might be foreshadowing her death before the end of the series, a la Princess Di. Honestly, if you ask me, kind of flimsy, but if it ended up being true, it certainly would be considered foreshadowing, so I dug through the first 4 seasons to see if there was any other potential foreshadowing. And the truth is, there are actually quite a few number of Princess Diana references in regards to Diane. When Diane goes to visit her family in Season 1, one of her brothers calls her Princess Diane.
Princess Diane doesn't want to get her brother a beer.
She's even followed by paparazzi in the final episode of that season. And when Princess Diana died, she was being chased by paparazzi. In episode 302, The BoJack Horseman Show, we get a flashback story set in 2007 and see when Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane first met, and sure enough...
Guess I'll see you around, Diana.
And there's also the fact that Princess Diana died about 1 year after her divorce, and Diane is now about 1 year out of her divorce with Mr. Peanut Butter. But the truth is, BoJack Horseman references Princess Diana relatively often, and it doesn't always have to do with Diane. Here's Princess Carolyn mentioning her.
You don't think Elton John was raking it in when Diana died?
Here's BoJack and Sarah Lynn talking about her.
And now you be Mr. Carolyn, and I'll be Princess Diana.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Twice.
But I do feel like we got to the bottom of who really killed Princess Di.
It was all of us.
So just because we get a few Princess Diana parallels to Diane doesn't necessarily allude to a tragic death like the Princess of Wales. That being said, there was one piece of very compelling evidence for me. Season 1, Episode 5 is the first to really focus on Diane specifically. We see her and BoJack go to Boston and meet her family. And what is that episode called, might you ask? Live Fast, Diane Nguyen. Live Fast. This is a play on the phrase, live fast, die young. And if Diane were to die tragically in her 30s, this would for sure be seen as a major foreshadow all the way back in Season 1. Now, it appears from the Season 6 trailer that Diane did make it out of the tunnel in Season 5. We see clips of her in Chicago and at her new job as on-camera talent for Girl Crush. Unless the show is gonna bend reality for early Season 6, which it is prone to do, it doesn't look like Diane met a tragic fate in that tunnel. Though, I will say there is this shot of Diane in a wheat field, and it is oddly ethereal and otherworldly. Personally, I don't really buy the theory. I think the evidence is mostly flimsy. Though, when you do pile it up, it's definitely intriguing. I don't expect Diane to die in Season 6, but we'll have to watch to find out what happens, obviously. And that's where I want to pass it off to you. Do you think there's enough evidence pointing to Diane's impending death, or do you think it's a stretch? Please let me know below in the comments, though I will not be reading any comments until I finish watching Season 6 Part 1 out of fear of spoilers, so keep that in mind. And of course, if you like this video, please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for a bunch of BoJack analysis coming your way soon. Peace.
Johnny!
Two cellos.